Do you ever feel overwhelmed with how fast technology moves? As far as like getting a new computer, you always want to go with the best spec machine to help you in the long run, and it's always the most expensive, and then as soon as you buy it, something better comes out. Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't think like that, and I know we all do it. What's up everybody, my name's Zach Brown, and here on TechGear, my main focus is everything technology. I do tech reviews, gear reviews, some tips and tricks to help you out on your own YouTube journey, as well as the occasional vlog. If any of that interests you, be sure to subscribe, like and comment on the videos, and interact with me. Back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video, it's not always the best to always want the best. Everything is always going to have a predecessor, and everything's always going to be moving forward as we go with technology. It moves super fast. As soon as you think you have something, there's always going to be something better coming out. With that being said though, in 2021, honestly, anything you buy is going to be a good machine. Everything is going to be fast. Everything's going to have pretty decent battery life, you know, depending on what you're wanting. There's just a lot of good things to be said even about the entry-level models that companies make. So it's still not bad that you want to have the best of the best. We all do, including me. Sometimes it's best to just sit back and think about what you need a device for and what you're going to be using it for, and kind of go from there, which is exactly what I did. And I picked me up a Mac Mini with the M1 chip. Now let me tell you why. So just a little bit of backstory. I edit all my videos on a MacBook. I've always used Final Cut Pro. That's what I started using whenever I learned how to edit videos and play with videos. And I've been using one ever since. I had a 2009 model, was my very first one. Upgraded in 2014. They were both MacBook Pro versions. And I've been using the same 14 model up until now. So right here it is. It's in good shape. Excellent shape. It's been in a case its entire life. And it still runs like new. There's nothing wrong with the computer, but my storage is full on the computer, which is starting to kind of mess up my workflow. It's causing my apps to not even run because there's not enough cache storage on there. Now, don't tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. I know that I can get rid of storage on my computer, but the thing is, I've got a lot of music on my computer, and if I was to go start deleting a lot of files just to create room, I would lose all my playlists and everything that I have set up catered to me. I'm so used to it over for such a long period of time. I don't want to do that. So there is ways to fix my problems here, but it's time for an upgrade. Now the funny thing is, I've upgraded twice. I've tried out a MacBook Pro 13-inch model. It was like a 2019 model, I believe. Excellent computer. I had it for a long time, but I didn't like editing with such a small screen. I was used to a larger screen, and then even plugging up to a regular monitor like what's beside me. Going down to a 13-inch and not plugging into nothing, it's tough for me. It's just a small, you don't have much real estate to use. Then, about a month and a half ago, I picked me up a 16-inch MacBook Pro with the Core i9 in it. And then they released, or they had information leak about the new MacBook Pros coming out, which is what I've been trying to wait on the entire time. So, I ended up returning my new laptop and went back to using the 14-inch for the time being, just to get me by until the new laptops. Then I started running into the storage issues again, and I can't do it. I can't make videos when I don't have a component that doesn't do its job. I had been looking at the Mac Mini with the M1 chip. It's amazing for video editing and multitasking, and I didn't really want to buy a new one and spend so much money before the new MacBook Pros come out because I want one. So I thought that I could try one of these out and be able to edit my videos between the time of now and when they come out. And I had been looking online for used ones, trying to just find a good deal. And I found a local guy. His name was Zach as well. Very nice guy. Thank you, by the way, for selling me this, because it's going to be awesome and really help me out on my channel being able to edit videos. Now this Mac Mini has 2 upgrades on it, which brings it up 2 steps from the entry level. It's got 16 gigabytes of RAM instead of 8. And it also has a 500 gigabyte SSD, or 512, I believe. So that is 2 upgrades that really cost more when you're buying it. That is exactly what I would want. This is the exact spec machine that I would buy if I was to buy it new. And that says a lot. I'm really lucky to be able to get one used the same exact way that I would want to buy it, and that is really awesome. Now to talk a little bit about why I chose the Mini. This is the first desktop Mac with the M1 chip. It is extremely good for Final Cut Pro. It renders very fast, it exports really fast. There's a lot of benefits to a video editor by using the new M1 chipset. Also, the port selection on the back. This thing has the best port set on the back of the device that Apple has given us in probably 10 years. Going all the way back to like my 2014-inch MacBook Pro. So it's been quite a while since we had a legitimate set of ports that everybody would use and not just Thunderbolt. Now, given this only comes with a power cable, no keyboard, no mouse, no monitor, I have all of that over here. And the way that I plan to use this in particular is through the Logitech products that I have, with that being the Logitech Craft and the MX Master 3. Then on top of that, with my gaming PC being right here on the same desk, with the same setup, I have a dual monitor setup. The way that I was running my MacBook through the monitor to edit videos, I plugged into HDMI to my main monitor, and I would just flip between the inputs to go from my PC to my laptop to edit, which is the exact same way I'm going to set the Mac Mini up. So I will be able to use the Logitech Craft and the MX Master with my desktop PC and my M1 Mac Mini without having to move anything on my desk. All I gotta do is flip a switch and I can bounce between both computers. So whenever I'm using my PC, you know, it's all great and dandy. But then if I need to go in and do some work for the YouTube channel, I just flip the input on the bottom of the monitor and click a button on my devices, and bam, I'm right there editing video. And that means a lot to me. Having everything here on the desk without having to honestly move at all is going to be so awesome, and really, you know, eliminate a lot of time of prep and moving things around. Now with my MacBook causing problems lately, closing apps, it actually shut down an entire video project in my timeline the other day. Thankfully, I just had exported it, but I lost the entire timeline, the entire video. Now what I was doing was editing the video on my MacBook Pro, but Photoshop would not work, so I'd have to plug in my memory cards and my hard drives into my PC, use Photoshop to edit the thumbnail or to make adjustments on a picture, then move everything back over to the MacBook and then upload it. So I was having to bounce between both computers. But now with the Mac Mini M1, both of my apps will run like they should. I could plug my external hard drive or SSD into the Mac Mini and leave it and just edit straight from there and not have to move anything. By the way, Zach, who I bought this thing from, also gave me a Mac Mini stand. And I thought that is really cool. It's an aluminum stand too, so really well built. So I can set it up on the desk in vertical with it looking really nice and neat. So thanks again. Well, that's going to wrap up this video. Let me know down in the comments what y'all think about the Mac Mini M1. Do you think I made the right decision? Do you think I could have went with a different option as far as editing video? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Also, if you would like to see a video on how I use the Logitech Craft and the MX Master between both computers, let me know and I'll make a video about it. And also let me know down in the comments if you want to see a dedicated review of the Mac Mini M1, let's say after I've used it for a couple weeks or a month. So yeah, let me know. And I will see y'all in the next video.